Hi, I'm George, the Weather Dad, to take a look at your upcoming weekend and on into next week. Now, as I've been saying now for a couple of days, there's a chance that we could be above normal finally by next week, and I think that may hold. But unfortunately, before that, it's still going to be kind of cold out there. Take a look on your Friday temperatures, and you see temperatures still below normal right here in the Ohio Valley. A little bit better than what we've been experiencing, but still, it's going to be cold. But look at this purple up in here in Canada. That's an Arctic blast. Look what happens here on Saturday, where it ends up. It pushes its way on into the northeast. A wedge of that will work its way back towards the Ohio Valley. So we're going to drop once again and see a very cold Saturday across the Ohio Valley and points up towards the north. And then look at the warm up though off towards the west. Now here on Sunday, it's still going to be kind of cold, but this area now starts to expand its way towards the northeast. And even though Sunday is going to be rather chilly across the area, I think we'll start seeing some nice temperatures by Monday and Tuesday of next week. In fact, here's Wednesday, and you kind of see here, not bad. Yellows reflect normal temperatures. We should be in the lower 40s by that time, and we'll at least be in the 40s, I think, on Monday and Tuesday, possibly even on Wednesday. But there's a little bit of a fudge factor involved because we have that big ice cube on the ground. It's called snow. Very cold, so that's going to take some heat out of the air to melt. So we could be a lot warmer than what we could possibly be for this time of year, but I think that snow is going to keep it down maybe as much as 5 to 10 degrees. So we have to keep an eye on that. But it does look like we are going to finally melt some snow around here. And then taking a look a week from Saturday, looks like another shot of some colder air working its way in by the weekend after this one. Precipitation wise, Friday there could be some snow across the Ohio Valley. Not much. I think the bulk of it's going to be up around the Great Lakes region, Cincinnati northward. Here in Cincinnati, may see an inch or so. Kind of keep an eye on that, but not a lot because you can kind of see here most of it's already east of the Cincinnati area. So Columbus, Cleveland points up towards the northeast. It looks like you'll be getting maybe 1 to 3, maybe 2 to 4 inches of snow for you there. Here by Saturday, snowy, very cold, blustery, winter-like weekend up for those of you up in the northeast. Most of us, though, drying out quite a bit. Now here by Sunday, it's still going to be kind of dry. There's going to be a little bit of a wedge of some light snow working its way into the Appalachians. It's going to be east of the Ohio Valley. So I think we'd be in pretty good shape. May see a few flurries, but I think for the most part it's going to be pretty dry. But notice what's going on off to the west. Remember, when the west coast gets wet, we can get warmer, and that's what's going to be happening. Now that's on Sunday. Look what happens here on Wednesday. Moisture moves back in, but I think this time, because temperatures are going to be above normal, or right around normal, we should see rain, and that's also going to melt some snow. Could cause a little localized flooding. Kind of keep an eye on that as well. Notice California getting hit there too. So again, when they get hit, we have a tendency to warm up a little bit because that means more of a zonal flow of air and not from the north. That Arctic air, it gets kind of locked up towards the north. And then let's take a look at next Saturday, a week from Saturday. Well, it looks dry, but there's a little bit of energy there, and then we're going to be cold enough. So if that works its way in, we could be looking at another 1 to 2 inches. It's going to be an Alberta clipper. We have to keep an eye on it. But for the most part, it's going to be just cold. Looks like we're for next weekend. A frontal system work its way down towards the state of Florida, cooling them off just a little bit more, and another shot of rain out towards the west. So the bottom line is, yeah, we're going to warm up, but unfortunately not until next week. I'm George, the Weather Dad.